can't take it out.
Hey yo,
What's up?
and with that, welcome to Total
Well,
Dad Wrestling.
Hold on, I'll get back in screen once I got it out. I got it. Dude, look at this Christmas ornament.
Oh, that's badass.
I low-key really don't like this title.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's on my tree. By the way, I got it out. Now we gotta get it back in. Ah. All right. It's staying on there. Noise.
Nice.
What's up, dude? Welcome everybody to another episode of Total Dad Wrestling.
So today we want to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yep, we have to address the
Me and
competition.
Freddie are madly in love. Wait. Oh, different video.
Now, yeah, it's time for us to address the competition. I would say so.
Yeah, for the most part, since we've started, we've talked about WCW, that first episode, and like the Vince McMahon episode, and
then ECW.
Yeah, and ECW.
Yes.
I mean that could kind of like intertwine with WWE though, because they have been basically.
Yeah.
And then even before the like came out with that third show, Vince was like still like paying Paul Heyman under the table or something like that.
Pretty much for ECW, so he had a hand in, like, it was pretty much always a wave around WWE.
Yeah, but with that being said, we never really like most of our videos have been pretty much all WWE.
Yep.
We're not fanboys. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
Maybe I have Hulk Hogan undies, but
you got them red
who's
yellow.
Watching?
You got them red yellow trunks.
Yeah, and I have like a fake mustache too, the handlebars, and I just look in the mirror and just, oh yeah, brother.
You got the same hairline, brother.
Yo, the dude's been bald since like the 70s.
He's been bald since before bald was a thing, dude. It's crazy.
Those roids.
Yep.
But
for sure. Ooh.
Yeah, even though that's mainly what we talk about, it's kind of like easier, I guess, for us to like watch, and it's what people know off the bat.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good, with the recent boom of wrestling. There's a lot of other companies and shows out there that are doing pretty good.
Yeah. There's always been, a lot of other companies. It's just when we grew up, I would say WWE was probably the only thing that was accessible to us. That was that and like Lucha Libre,
Yeah, and if you had Spike TV, TNA.
Yep, but that even came a little bit later, Like, it wasn't like right away. It was like you grew up and WCW was already done by the time we were watching TV.
Right. So even still at that, it was in its downfall years too, for a large portion.
Yeah. I remember watching TNA as a kid. I didn't go to school one day, and it was like on ESPN2 or something like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was weird, and it was like 2 p.m. on like a Thursday afternoon, and it was like I think it was like maybe
the rerun hours.
Yeah, it was like an hour long, and I just remember seeing AJ Styles just fucking flying through the air, and I was like, "Yo, who is this guy?" I've been a fan ever since.
Dude, yeah, it's same here. I used to watch it because of like 1,000 Ways to Die and
it's Mansers. Like Follow Suit, right?
Remember Mansers?
Yep.
Just the most bullshit facts. But everybody really just watched it because you were a freaking teenager, all horny and shit. But yeah, so with watching that, I ended up watching TNA.
Yeah.
And I remember, seeing AJ Styles, doing the like corkscrew spin in the air, and fucking Samoa Joe, seeing somebody that size just flying on the fucking mat.
Samoa Joe is crazy. Still is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Still is crazy.
With the early WWE games, SmackDown versus Raw. Well, for me, you said that you played the other ones before, but when you were able to create a superstar, I always like try to like mimic AJ Styles as much as I could.
Yeah, he'd always try to make this crazy high flyer for sure.
Or like watching that episode of TNA and just like some like whoever like seems cool that night did something crazy. Just right away I'd go.
Yeah, you're definitely always trying to make like a high flying person, just doing all these crazy ass moves, fucking like 720 splashes. It wouldn't even look right in the video game. Like it would glitch out because it'd be like too many pixels.
Right, or just
But
it would just doop, doop, doop,
yep, it
doop.
just like, like like the cameras couldn't keep up, but like you'd still hit the move. It just yeah, AJ Styles was legendary for that, dude. It was crazy. One of the big first things that caught my eye into TNA was when Jeff Hardy's first run there.
Yeah.
I think that same first episode that I saw, I believe he was also on there, and which was crazy to me because I remember him being like a WWE wrestler. I'm assuming this must have been when he had been let go. Was that like 2004 ish? So probably around
Yeah, because he
there.
had two runs in TNA. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
three because he's active in TNA right now.
No, yeah, yeah. But his first run, I remember, like I said, I saw him come out, and I was like, Jeff. I'm like Jeff Hardy. So I instantly was like, I gotta watch this every week, and then I somehow found out how to watch it. Do you remember back in the day there was a channel on your TV and it would be like the schedule of the shit that would be playing like within the next couple of hours?
Oh yeah, yeah,
With the like what was it called, like the directory or whatever?
yeah,
Dude, I missed that. Like I would spend just countless hours trying to see like, all right, when is this wrestling show coming back on?
yeah. I remember just like if nothing was on, like I would just get excited from just seeing like Raw's coming on in an hour. All
Yep,
right.
like oh damn, like damn, what I gotta do to spend this hour? You just find something to do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that was
play.
my instance with TNA, man. I love TNA.
Did you watch anything else when you were younger? Like, did you like see any lucha libres stuff like that?
Yeah, I definitely watch a lot of AAA wrestling. I watched that I think Saturday or Sunday mornings. I was a big fan of that. I had a, a buddy who I would stay at his place at, and then in the mornings they would be watching wrestling, and that'd always be AAA Lucha Libre.
Yeah, I always watched it whenever I went to my dad's because they had Dish Latino.
Oh
So
yeah,
I wasn't able to like see Raw or SmackDown. So I would just randomly find it.
it's crazy that you never saw the Spanish reruns of Raw and SmackDown. I think it was just Raw, but they would play the Spanish reruns like on Telemundo, like on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, it's
No,
crazy that you
I've
never got
never.
to watch those. I did because there were runs during my childhood where we would go from regular cable to Spanish cable back to regular cable.
Right. You
Yeah,
had
and
that too? Like we'd always just be switching on and off.
it was so stupid, but I guess cable was expensive. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But during that time, that's when I would watch Raw. It would be like the Spanish Raw, and I would hate it. Like, it's not right. He's not even saying that.
Like that's not him saying those words. Stop.
just let him talk.
Right. Like just let him talk and then translate or something like.
Yeah, it's just like, no, he's not saying that. You liar. Yeah, it's crazy. You
But
never caught those.
nah. But I definitely was able like follow storylines and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, when my parents would just drop me off in Mexico for like 3 months during the summer,
Hmm.
I was like, dude, I still want to watch wrestling.
Oh
So,
yeah, and over there
but
is
over
way.
there, it's on like basic like it's on like if it's an episode of SmackDown or Raw, it's like at a certain time in the night.
Yeah,
And then they'd always have the DVDs at the flea markets, the outside flea markets, like the next
yeah.
day. So I was able to watch a lot of storylines, stuff like that, like the rise of Mystico and fucking Octagon. He
Yep.
was so cool because he was like a ninja. Fucking
Octagon was sick.
you see Hunter like in and out sometimes because he was also working like in ECW and stuff like that.
I forgot I had a dog here. I was
Start
like,
moving.
"What's that?" Yeah, I was like, "What's that?" She's asleep, or she was. She's coming back. One of my favorite Mexican luchadores was Cibernetico.
Yeah,
Can't say that anymore. Dude, he was so sick because he came out to Metallica's what's the Seek and Destroy.
dude, and he didn't give a shit about copyrights.
Nope. Nope. La
I
Parca
would,
used to flat
they
out come
can
out to Thriller.
copyright needs to like just go away.
Just stop. Like you're
Just stop.
ruining stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to mention though with La Parca.
Straight up Michael Jackson, bro.
Just I would always, as a kid, just get up and do
Trying to do the skeleton dance and shit.
the.
Yeah, no, I love the Spanish wrestling for sure. And then you'd get those weird like run-ins where you'd be like watching wrestling, and then the next thing you know, Bobby Lashley's wrestling right there, and then you're like, Bobby Lashley, I know you.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you start getting like wrestlers from WWE or from America branching over, and that's when I kind of understood, like, oh, he's not wrestling there because he left there, and now he's wrestling there.
yeah.
Kind of broadened my eyes right there.
Like, yeah, that was definitely strange to see. Like seeing, actors on different shows, different movies.
Yeah,
Like, oh, dude, what are you doing here?
like
Like
when
Zack and
what
Cody on like an episode of That's So Raven or something.
they had a bunch of mashups like that.
Yeah,
I recently rewatched Hannah Montana a couple years ago, and they had that one episode where it was like Zack and Cody, That's a Raven, and Hannah Montana, or three shows all together.
and they'd always make a name for like the episode.
Yep, including all three of them. Like
Yeah,
in this one, they all met up at the Tipton Hotel. I don't know. I fucked with it. I thought it was
cinema,
cool. Yep.
great storytelling.
It was the MCU before, dude. They set it up even better.
It was the original AEW Forbidden Door.
Disney filming at its peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Um, but do you watch anything else other than WWE currently, or like try to follow stuff?
Right now? Oh yeah, I am definitely an AEW fan. Like I think I've said it before. I appreciate what they've done. I love the competition and being both to an AEW show and WWE shows. They're vastly different when you're there live. Like they're both meant to feed an entirely different crowd, and I appreciate both of it. I just like wrestling and the fact that
Mm.
AEW is able to provide another avenue for people. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely followed with AEW. I just think some of the bad things about them is, for one, definitely some of the fans,
Yeah.
like
Oh
the
yeah.
tribalism and stuff.
Yep.
Even like on the WWE side, the
For
fact that
sure. For sure.
you choose to only watch a certain thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of WWE fans don't even watch NXT, which
It's weird.
is, yeah,
Yeah. It's like,
it's,
dude, what are you doing?
it's more stuff, you can like watch, and
Yeah.
I don't know. But definitely that. And then there's the way that, like, they don't build up, they just give it to you right away with like storylines and certain move sets.
Yeah.
Like like the overuse of finishers where the wrestlers are end up just kicking out.
The close calls.
Like it kind of like it doesn't help the finisher. It doesn't like sell me on it like that's it's actually like a good finisher. It's just another move set.
Yeah.
And then the way that, like, so say like Kevin Owens did the pile driver of Randy this recently,
Hmm.
and Randy's out because
He's been out for a while.
WWE has made the pile driver to be as one of the most devastating moves. But like recently, on AEW, Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay, they had a spot where it was like a tombstone or a pile driver onto the steel steps, and Will Ospreay's already like wrestling again.
Bro, he
Like,
just wrestled last night.
yeah, like you're not really selling me on like on these moves and stuff, and like it's even in where they try to be more realistic and less of the entertainment. Like that's their whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, those early years though, it was definitely something else. It was a great second option to watch, just as TNA was, just as WCW was, even ECW kind of like got close to being, next
Another.
option
Yep,
from
dude.
WWE.
It's crazy because like there's wrestlers that work so well in AEW that wouldn't work well in WWE. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm happy that that place is there.
Yeah,
Like as
I
much as I love Darby, I don't think he'd work out that well over in WWE.
right. He wouldn't even. I don't even think they would have him in like the world
No,
title picture
nah.
or main event or even.
which is sad to say, but like he's so good in AEW. It's like, dude, that's your home. John Moxley, another one, perfect. Like you fit that mold,
Yeah, John
and there's,
Moxley.
yep, there's no knock on that at all.
John Moxley's well rounded. He definitely can still, I think, go back and be in a world title picture.
Yep, it's crazy because like I said, there's wrestlers that are there that wouldn't fit over in WWE, but then there's some that are just like perfect for it. What would you think of MJF shifting over?
Um, I think he'd do great, but uh, like his current gimmick is definitely. I wouldn't say it's ran its course because it can still very much have a good storyline to it.
Yeah,
But with him being out this year for majority of the time, coming back for one fight and then being gone for a large
for a
portion
while
of the
longer.
year,
Yeah,
like, and then
been
he
busy
comes
acting.
back, right? Which like then just keep him out of storylines.
Yep, it's just like,
Like
yeah, don't get him
you
involved.
have they have such a large roster that just put these other people in, or people that
Yeah,
are on ROH that are already like experienced people that could be on the TV for AEW, but they're on ROH, and yet the way that you watch that is through like buying a subscription through your phone.
yeah, that's crazy that Tony Khan bought ROH, but then hasn't really done much with ROH. I would say. I mean, I think
Yeah,
most of his AEW wrestlers have ROH titles, which doesn't help ROH at all.
right. And I don't like it hasn't even sold me to like want to buy the subscription to like watch it. Like,
I will say, like when we went to the first Collision show, I think he had like an hour and a half or 2 hours of Ring of Honor wrestling before, and the Collision show, and then there were still like another 3, 4 more hours of Ring of Honor wrestling after.
yeah, I mean,
So the
like
live shows are definitely packed with wrestling, but like I don't know, man, you got to build some of the
people
people up
people don't want to be at the show for like six
that long.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a little long.
like, and so then that affects your crowd reactions, like the crowd involvement. Like,
Yeah, we ended up leaving because it was a little bit too much.
dude, yeah, I remember when we went to Dynamite and they had the Ring of Honor and Rampage.
Yep,
Dude, by the end of the show, I was getting sleepy. Like,
it
not
was like
because it wasn't
11, bro.
exciting. Like, there's pyro, there's music.
It's just we're grown
Like,
men.
I think we all worked in the morning. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but I
No,
mean,
it was like 11. And we're like, damn, we gotta get going.
but even with all the stuff that I say with that, like, it's still a pretty good product. Their
Yep.
highs are definitely like very much comparable. Like, this is better than what when like this for majority like after WrestleMania, SmackDown has kind of been
Just
like
yeah.
NXT was probably better than what was going on
Oh
during
yeah, for
SmackDown.
sure. NXT was definitely more exciting at some point.
And during that time was kind of like around the Swerve and Hangman Page story
Yep.
was going, and like this is like better to watch.
And it definitely had that segment was definitely really good, and it definitely brought some viewers.
Yeah, and then like the Tony Storm dude, her character was probably one of the best like gimmicks in wrestling, like
Yeah,
character wise.
it was
And then
pretty
with
good.
with Mariah May, like turning heel on her, and then like Herman, like it's good stuff. But then you say like other than that, like the TBS championship, the women's title, and like other women's storylines, it's kind of like they'll try something out for like a month or two,
And then they'll just drop it.
yeah, and then it just without like an end either. They just stop doing it.
You just don't like Mercedes, bro. Say it. No, yeah, definitely. I get you on that. That's for sure. I mean, I think Tony Khan said that there's no longer any long-term storytelling in AEW, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
But they definitely have, like you said, great talent, great wrestlers. I do think they need to focus on some type of storytelling. I'm assuming anything that does involve a decently long story in AEW is probably because of the wrestler themselves that's involved in it. You get me? Like I'm pretty sure Moxley's the one that's orchestrating his whole thing right now. Like
yeah,
I don't think Tony's behind it. I'm pretty sure Tony's just like, yeah, do your thing, and Moxley obviously having a great mind, he's doing his stuff. But
and
like
that stuff is pretty good too.
yeah,
People to follow with that. He
but
has this
some
whole
wrestlers,
Death Riders thing going on.
Yeah, some
It's pretty
wrestlers
cool.
they need to be, kind of given a rubric, like, hey, do something along these terms. Like some people need to be molded
Like
into a character.
kind of like have their hand held,
Yeah, just
like
for a bit, especially because you have such a young cast of wrestlers there and wrestlers that don't fit anywhere else. So like that's the place where they kind of have to try to fit in. You could definitely do a lot more. And like you said, a
mhm,
lot of that is just from them showing or using different people and not just the same big names,
right.
like
Whereas
waiting on
like
MJF.
whereas like I could definitely critique WWE where you have not everything needs a big storyline.
Mm,
Like Chad Gable turning heel, that doesn't need to go on for weeks and weeks and weeks. Like
yeah.
New Day finally turning heel, that doesn't need to go on for like so long. Like
The like what happened with Shinsuke was pretty good. Him just coming back 2 weeks and then boom champion.
yeah,
That worked. That
yeah,
worked. It was short.
Mo- Motor City Machine Guns
Yep.
right away.
ASAP. ASAP. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good. Garnered some hype. But now we're just glazing WWE again, dude.
So speaking of Motor City Machine Guns, they definitely also played a big factor in how great TNA was in their prime
Oh, dude,
years
hell yeah! I remember when they were single wrestlers, Alex
with
Shelley
their
and
X
Chris Sabin.
Division.
Yeah, dude, the X Division was revolutionary at a time where cruiserweight wrestling, at least in WWE, was not what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like at
Definitely.
that point, you just had like Ray. You did have Billy Kidman, but you had Billy Kidman, Ray, and then you throw in like Chavo. I know Nunzio might have fucked around with it, Jamie Noble, and then you look at the X Division, and you have like Christopher Daniels, Alex Shelley, AJ Styles,
Dude, like they had the triple threat match is like so many wrestlers call it like one of the best matches
the
ever.
Daniel Styles and Samoa Joe, dude, for
Yeah.
the X Division, and Samoa Joe was part of the X Division too.
Yeah, big boy
Crazy, yeah,
with
big boy,
crazy
yes.
agility. Yeah.
Oh, Shawn Michaels just beat Bret Hart. Man,
Oh yeah.
nah, this is a great win. But yeah, no, that's easily TNA's best match of all time. But the X Division just changed everything at that time. That shit was revolutionary for that company.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
would,
they're doing so good, but then they try to just they try to compete with WWE where you can just stay in your lane and what
yeah.
brought you up, just keep it going.
I think one of my issues with the early onset TNA was Jeff Jarrett just always booking for himself, and it was his company. Like that always seemed to be like him again, him again. And
Mm-hmm.
then they broke away from it, but then a little bit after they broke away from it, that was when they went under the whole Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan regime,
Yeah,
which then also further killed it. But then again, they had great talent, man.
there was with the downfall of all of those companies, there's always just young people that are just they're willing to work for basically nothing, and
Yeah,
just to get their image out there. So they put on great matches.
dude, Abyss and TNA at his like early years was insane.
I was a big fan of LAX,
LAX was fire.
Homicide and Hernandez, I think, something
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, Homicide was sick. LAX was fire. They had they were they it used to be them two and what's his name? The Cuban. Fuck.
Conan.
Yeah, Conan. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be them three. Conan was kind of like their manager. Yeah, that was sick. Again, Conan. When I saw him at TNA, I was like, oh, I kind of know you from WCW.
Mm-hmm.
I was okay, okay. But a lot of wrestlers came through TNA that we didn't know. CM Punk had like a quick run in there.
Yeah, he was in there for a bit. Who else? I mean, a lot of people like went from WWE to there to like,
Oh yeah, dude, Christian Cage willingly went to
yeah,
TNA. Yeah, they said that he turned down a big contract that was given to him by Vince McMahon to go to TNA. I remember when that turn happened. That shit was crazy.
yeah, he was able to show that he's, a main eventer.
Kurt
Um,
Kurt Angle in TNA is nuts. That's probably peak
I,
Kurt Angle.
I think I seen something that was like he was in there for possibly a longer time than he was in the WWE.
Yeah,
Like after, without including his like last little run that he did.
I think I think he showed up in TNA like 2007, 2008, and he definitely stayed there till like at least 2014, maybe, dude. Yeah, he was there for a
Yeah,
while, and he was almost always at the top.
and this is one of the primes of Perk Angle when he's doing the fucking like front flip off of the stage onto a base.
Lands on his feet. Dude, no, when he shows up and he headbutts Samoa Joe,
Oh yeah,
that was like
yeah.
his debut. That shit was insane. I think I was watching that as it happened, and I was like, "What, Kurt Angle?"
Do like main event Mafia too.
Yeah, Main Event
Book
Mafia was
and
sick.
Booker T ended up going to TNA as
Booker
well.
T went over there, Big Papa Pump. They got Kevin Nash.
Do you watch any of it right now?
Current TNA, it's sort of. The Roku TVs, they have that TNA channel, which always has TNA, which is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just like peek through and then maybe I'll catch like a good 10-minute match or whatever is on.
Is it like like replays of old
I just
stuff or just like
everything,
current
everything. Yeah,
like
it's everything. It'll it'll
oh
it'll
shit.
have stuff from like 2006, and then it'll have stuff from like last year. It'll show like entire program, so it'll either be like a TNA Impact show or like a pay-per-view event, and it'll just bounce from like here to there, just everything.
Yeah, dude. They're I mean, I follow for as much as I can.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's decent right now.
it's pretty good. They have good
It's on its
stuff.
way back up. Yeah.
Just this year, they switched back to TNA,
Yep.
like name and logo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For about what, like about 10 years or so, they've been just
Since Impact.
Impact.
Yeah, Impact Wrestling. Yeah, no,
Where
I definitely did notice that they changed everything back, and like I said, they're still good. They definitely have Nick Nemeth doing his thing out there.
producing a lot of good stuff too, dude. Like Joe Hendry,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
he's getting way over. And they have good like talent as well, like Josh Alexander. He's
I was
like
about to say Josh Alexander, the next Kurt Angle.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
bald.
You
Fucking
didn't have to bring that up, man. Next Kurt
have,
Angle, yeah, he's bald.
have you seen the video of Ricochet? He's like on a live stream and somebody asked him, he's like, "What, why you bald?" And
Nah,
he's like, "Why you bald? Why you ugly?" Like, you know, he has like a squeaky voice kind of.
he's so hurt.
Yeah.
He's so hurt, dude. You did my boy. You did my boy bogus.
Um, but I think right now one thing that they could improve is, I mean, with their resurgence, maybe finding a streaming service, whereas to finding like going back to like a TV channel.
They have their own streaming service now. TNA,
They're on Access TV, and they have the
like
membership right now where you pay
for
like
themselves. Yeah, they have like
yeah, I
I got.
had it for like 6 months or so. It was pretty good. I was just like, I don't watch it like that much, you know.
Yeah, I think I got an email where I could get like a month free, and I was like, tempting, man, tempting.
Yeah, but then you always
It,
forget to like cancel
yeah, and it'd
subscription.
be cool though, just to hop on and watch some of the older stuff that I used to watch
Yeah,
as a
I
kid.
would say they have like basically everything
Everything.
from their
Oh yeah,
past.
I figured they would.
Like, and it's only like it's like $8.99 or $9.99.
Something like that. They used
Yeah,
to have the WWE network, man. It used to be the same thing.
yeah, but they should definitely. I mean, because like it's good to watch, but like you know the app kind of crashes sometimes. So maybe like finding like with AEW going to HBO, maybe like and you know WWE going to Netflix, maybe they could find somebody Prime or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah, that definitely would. Yeah, Prime would be smart to pick up a wrestling, which I'm sure they eventually will.
Yeah, it's definitely cable television thing of the past.
I think it's been dead for quite a while, but yeah, sports trying to move on into streaming now is definitely like a big precursor to that. It's like almost done there, buddy.
Yeah, but they're definitely on the rise. What other good stuff is out there? I mean, there's New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, did you ever watch any of that as a kid?
No, be honest,
Dude,
no.
I want to say we probably did because they've done a bunch of stuff with I think with AAA with Lucha Libre. So maybe as kids we
Oh,
probably watched a bunch
like
of Japanese wrestlers.
yeah, like definitely probably seen some of them because
Hmm.
they've also had people that gone to TNA as well, like
Yep.
even beforehand, like before
Yeah.
Forbidden Door and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, way before. So that's what I'm saying. I'm sure we have as kids. We just can't really remember. Especially down in Mexico, everybody has masks. That's a big thing, and in Japan, it's the same thing.
Hmm.
So we probably wouldn't be able to tell. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
look,
some great mass wrestlers out there.
yeah.
But
Now,
I
New
mean,
Japan, I never paid much attention to it. I would say the first time I heard something about it was like mid to late 2000s, and I started hearing a lot about this Kenny Omega dude.
oh yeah, even back then.
Yeah, it was like I
Yeah,
said, like maybe after 2008, a little bit after that, you started hearing about Kenny Omega, and it's like, who the fuck is this? You know, and then you'd have to go on YouTube, and this was when YouTube was, fucking recorded with potatoes. Everything was pixels and shit, and
yeah,
you'd find some stuff, but it'd be pretty hard. And then you'd find a good match, and you'd be like, "Damn, this dude's kind of good."
yeah. He's real good. Would you say he's the greatest wrestler that had never been in the WWE?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anybody else. I recently saw some interviews where he's talking about he's down to come over to WWE.
Dude, that'd be exciting.
Yeah, he said he's like, I'm pretty much at the last, stint of my career. He's like, why not go out with a treat to myself?
That
He's like,
is.
yeah, because he's like, I got a bunch of friends over there. Cody, I think he said, what's his Sammy's like one of his best friends.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he said Sammy's like one of his like best friends. So it's
he's
like,
yeah. That's pretty dope.
yeah,
Dude, I hope we can see it. But I mean, at the same time, also don't hope like he comes in and gets would get like lost in the void or something because he passes prime or something like that.
no, I think if he were to come in, it'd definitely be like what Edge had, almost like a last 2 year run that was glorious. But then Edge went and fucked it up.
Yeah,
I think Kenny would do something like that. I think he'll want to come in. I think he'll want to have big matches easily. He could have a match with Cody, match with Roman. He could have a match with Sammy if he wants it.
dude, match versus Finn.
There you go. Him versus Finn. That would be insane. Him
To
versus
see,
Punk would be insane.
I think to see maybe like a curtain call on Bullet Club would be like Finn versus Kenny.
That would be awesome. And then at the
Yeah.
end, they call out AJ.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Dude, imagine something like that at like Survivor Series.
That's what I'm saying, man. Shit like that
Sur-
could happen. I
Bullet
hope
Club's
he does.
Civil War.
Like you said, I hope he does shoot over just because he's a big enough star to where he'll definitely get shot straight to like that main event picture. And
Yeah.
he's not a character that needs the belt around him to sell a fight. Like he could
Hmm.
do it just based off of name value. So it'd be pretty cool to see him show up over at
Yeah,
Triple H's company.
dude. Yeah, people should definitely check him out if you want to see
Yeah, if you never
a great show like off the bat, like a great match.
yeah, if you want to see a good non-American wrestler that went over to Japan and made it huge, Kenny Omega.
Like I would say watch AEW, but he was been out because he had what was the disease that he had?
Diverticulitis.
Yeah, so he's been out. He's barely gonna come back to wrestle in New Japan. I think
Yeah,
like
yeah, he's not,
like literally like in a few weeks or something like that.
I believe the
He's been
Wrestle.
out for like a year.
Is it the Wrestle Dream show?
Hmm. Versus Gabe Kidd,
Yep.
which also a very good wrestler from New Japan.
Dude, everybody's like, damn, it's crazy how Kenny's gonna come back to New Japan before he shows up at AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I think the issue with AEW is I just think maybe they have lack of leadership. They can't really I don't know if Tony Khan is like just unaware of what's going on or just chooses to not pay attention. You get me?
Yeah, possibly.
Because it's like you said, they have great wrestlers. They can tell really great stories. They can do great stuff, but they just choose not to.
Yeah, I think this coming up year they're gonna be on. They're starting the year off on HBO Max. So if you guys got that, you can check it out every like Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah,
But they're gonna be moving to much smaller venues. I was reading about,
yeah, it's smarter.
so maybe that can help with the product. Um,
Yeah, there's no reason for them to be in like big old 14,000 stadiums if they can't fill them up.
yeah,
That's just a waste of money.
like maybe this past year they just already had the places booked.
Yeah,
But
oh yeah, I get
even
I
since
get
like 2023, they were kind of dealing with that.
It definitely like a smaller venue. Not only that, for the style of wrestling that their style of wrestling shows that they have, it's perfect for them to have a smaller venue.
Yeah.
Like it just fits the vibe, dude. Their wrestling shows are really entertaining. Like they're really
Hmm.
fun. Like they're really fun. It's definitely a different vibe. Wrestling fans seem to be more involved in that. While over in WWE, you're more of just watching the spectacle go on. You get me?
Yeah.
And it's crazy how it feels like that, but they're both great products.
Yeah, it's definitely different tastes. It's like genres of wrestling.
Yep. Honestly, it's crazy. That's a good way to put it. WrestleMania 13. That was here in Chicago.
You just keep on going back to WWE, bro.
I'm watching it. It's on the TV. What do you want me to do?
When I was just looking up at stuff before the we started recording was rise and downfall of ROH. It was where one of like the owners or like investors or something had got caught up meeting up with a 14-year-old.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
Whoa.
I guess he's been proven not guilty or whatever. But like they completely cut ties with that guy, and
I
like
bet.
it was like when they were like on the rise, and that happened, and then they were kind of like going back down.
Was
And
that when they had Kevin Steen on the mix?
it was beforehand.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, but then that Ring of Honor, to see where they're at right now. Like I was looking at these videos, and like they were in the 2010s, like they were doing pretty good
Yeah.
until like NXT kind of
Oh
the
yeah.
first, like after like the game show that it was, then to what it became.
Well, dude, they took away,
Everybody.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's crazy because ROH was like the minor league of wrestling here in the US. It was like you went to Ring of Honor, and then if you made it big there and you couldn't get anywhere else, then that was it. It was that or TNA, or you went over to Japan. But
Hmm.
the good ones definitely did get picked up from there. From the first one probably being CM Punk.
Yeah.
It was really the first one that made it huge over in
And you're
WWE from there. Oh shit.
and it was pretty cool how like they didn't follow like what a lot of indie promotions do, like
Yeah,
trying to follow the whole ECW vibe and like
going hardcore.
and being like anti WWE, like, oh, we're
Yeah,
not entertainers, we're hardcore. Like GCW,
they
like
just did their own thing.
they're trying to like kind of be like them. It was like Ring of Honor was like the indies, but technical wrestling. Ring of
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
held honor. Like that was the
yep,
whole thing.
yep.
They had like rules for the wrestlers, code of honor.
You had to shake hands and shit.
You shake
Hmm.
hands, respect the ref, and fucking wrestle. Like
And you gotta wrestle. No, yeah, it was definitely cool. Like, cause like you said, they definitely still put on that edginess, but then at the end of the day, that moral was still there. It was like you're still shaking hands no matter what.
and like the edginess came from like mic skills basically because they had
The wrestlers themselves,
they were
yeah,
like the original of like the shoot interviews
yep,
were for some people that are watching it's like basically like talking shit,
on the fly, talking shit on the fly.
like you got that beef, spit your
But
shit.
no, yeah, it was definitely something new. Like you said, it was cool because yeah, you'd watch and you'd be like, oh, what's this? Second rate show, and then you watch the wrestlers actually get down on the mat, and you're like, oh,
Hmm.
damn, they can pull it up actually.
Like you don't have to wonder if this guy is probably dead.
Yeah.
Like no, this guy got pinned, or tapped out.
Yeah.
A lot of great matches, a lot of great wrestlers came from them though. Brian Danielson, CM
Brian
Punk, like you
Danielson,
said,
CM Punk, Kevin
Samoa
Steen,
Joe, Kevin Steen, dude. Kevin
aka Kevin
Steen was
Owens.
an animal
Yeah,
during that
Kevin
time.
Steen, not Kevin Owens. Kevin Steen was insane.
Two different people.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin
The-
Steen and CM Punk don't like each other. Kevin
Bro,
Owens and CM Punk do like each other.
all I'm saying though, dude, sometimes I'd be ripping that, Benjamin, dude. I'm like, yo, Kevin Owens kind of looks like Kevin Steen, bro.
What does the other you tell you?
The what?
What does the other you reply to you? What does he
Oh,
tell
I'll be
you?
like, It's just like sober me. I'm like, bro, you're dumb.
You're like,
Lay off the drugs, man.
it's just you dressed as the lion from there.
But fucking yeah, it'd be cool to see something like that come about again for Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
Maybe Tony Khan. I don't know. Maybe he
it,
can cut Rampage.
make it a Ring of Honor show.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say so.
they have a lot of good people still there too. I mean,
Dude, I'm watching fucking WrestleMania 13 and JBL is right here.
dude. Speaking of JPO,
Oh yeah,
right now that we're talking about other promotions,
yeah, he's been going around.
yeah, the people should definitely look that up. It's like he's been going to AAA, CMLL, TNA, other like
Ooh,
American
NJ,
promotions like
yeah,
History of Glory. That's another one. Just clotheslining people.
yep,
Reality Wrestling, Booker T's
yeah.
promotion. He's going around just fucking clotheslining everybody, dude.
Do you know the reason for?
He's a wrestling god.
Ah, well, yeah,
No.
yeah. No, he's right here. I know he was a. I knew he'd be. He's been wrestling for a minute. He's from. He's one of the Blackjacks. Fucking wrestling and legit cowboy boots, cowboy boots, knee pads, and underwear. He's
Nice.
got like a big, thick black mustache.
Dude, so if you can build up, let's end off with this.
Yeah.
If you're building your own promotion, what do you what's like the style that you're pushing, and 2 stars, it doesn't have to be like man or woman, just like face and heel to start off
Okay.
your company. Who are you picking?
Uh, for
And
my
like what are you doing?
for my styles, I think I definitely fuck with the technical and the strong style of Japan. I think that stuff is really cool because then it's really believable, and then the technicality of it again also adds to the realness. It's just like okay, he's chaining moves together, and it's believable because it's not too theatric. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, look, why is he taking forever to hit him?" Or the fake stuff that people always gives you with wrestling. It's like, "Oh, it's so fake" or whatever. So those two styles for sure can add that realness to it. And then if you're gonna give me a male or and a female, or it doesn't really matter, just two people,
No, just 2 people.
heel and face.
Mm-hmm. And fuck
Let's
it,
see,
a tweener too.
a tweener. Well, I think for the tweener, I'll definitely take CM Punk for sure.
Oh, that was just a freaking open layup I gave you.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I was like, all right. Yeah, no, he'd definitely be the tweener. I think for face, dude, I think give me Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, for sure. Give me Shawn. Because I think he can deliver. He delivers both the technical and the strong style. I think he'd emphasize more on the strong, but yeah, he's fucking clean. And then as a heel, who do I? I was gonna. Who do I hate?
The Miz.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the Miz, but
I just Miz my pants.
I ain't starting no fucking company with the Miz as my top heel. Fuck, dude. Honestly, give me Triple H.
Shawn and Triple H with CM
Yeah,
Punk.
yeah. I think there's a reason why Shawn and Triple H are running the companies right now. But I think both of them can deliver that strong style and the technical aspect of it. Like I said, they could both. They're obviously not strong style wrestlers, but I know they could do it if they really needed it to. And then yeah, Punk just being the tweener just works out for me perfectly. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if I had more of like a cadence to the high flying shit, I think I'd definitely put Kenny Omega as my tweener.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
well, do one with like current guys then.
Right now with the current guys right now.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega being I'd do Kenny Omega. Give me I'll take Roman as my heel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I take Roman, Kenny, and then for my face, give me Sammy. Sammy Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Dude, him as a face, like you just relate to that guy so much. You get
Mm-hmm.
me? And you just love him for it because you're like, just an everyday dude almost. So yeah, everybody's just like, yeah. When he went up against Roman, what was it in Canada? Was it Montreal? And he almost fucking had it won, dude. I was like, he's gonna fucking do it. I was legit like, there's no way. Obviously, it didn't happen, but I was right there. I was like, fuck, they never get me. You could always kind of tell when they're gonna try to
Yeah,
shift the momentum and the emotions, and I'm like, they never get me. They got me there.
they fucking got you, dude.
Yeah, yeah, I like those three current guys.
Let me think. I'd probably do mine off of like Lucha Libre with like technical
Nice.
and just like a splash of like Texas Deathmatch because I'm a sicko, you know.
Okay, so you like Chris Jericho?
Hi guys.
The
Not
learning tree.
to get too deep into it, but he's also part of why it's kind of hard to watch AEW sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
He's a shadow of what he used to be.
Yeah,
Anyways,
for sure, for sure.
dude, I mean shit. If we're talking about Prime, I'd put Y2J as a tweener
Oh yeah, for
from
sure.
like all time guys.
Yeah,
Um,
and he's a strong
nah,
style wrestler.
I would have because I would definitely have to put Eddie Guerrero as the tweener.
Eddie as a tweener is nice, man. Ooh, excuse me. What's up?
We just froze for a second.
I didn't see no freeze.
No, but I definitely have.
Just freezing. You just see me just whoop, just slurp up.
Yeah, so Eddie as a tweener. As my heel, I'd have Kurt Angle,
Nice.
Kurt Angle to be exact,
That one.
and then and then for face, I would probably say hmm,
Cody, come on. We know you like Cody.
I just
Ugh. Yeah, right, dude.
I would say okay. So I have Kurt, Eddie, probably RVD because he'd be a mix of the lucha and the technical.
Yeah, he could do both. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and just him as a face, he'd just be high as shit all the time, you know.
420, bro. Oh wait, no, wrong guy.
And yeah, Matt Riddle would be my top guy, no matter
Yeah,
what.
we know
Yeah,
this. We know this.
I'd give him all the belts.
You like cocaine. We get
Yeah, yeah, totally.
it.
You know that the indie wrestler right now, Cocaine.
No, I have not.
He's like
Oh,
he's Kane but with white.
yeah, yeah. They're doing all the Kane mimics right now. They're going
There's
around.
Gain,
Kane,
Blue Cane.
Kane. Yeah, Blue Kane is going around. I did see that. It's like, all right, that's what you guys are
Yeah,
doing. It's
just
funny.
all types of canes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they asked him about it and like beating around the bush. Glenn, he was like, oh yeah, I've seen it. It's very funny, haha. But like he's probably like so mad that there's a gay one copying him.
Yeah, he's probably about to sue him.
Yeah, he was probably gonna send a cease and desist.
I'm about to call him real quick. I'll call his lawyer.
Uh, but yeah, dude, for people right now, like new guys, I probably have Swerve as like my in between guy.
Swerve's clean. Swerve's a good choice.
Um, Babyface. Let's see who are the champions right now.
Mercedes, Monet.
Nick Nemeth. I don't know. I'm not crazy about him as a champion either. But I mean, um, let me see.
You like Shinsuke Nakamura.
Maybe I should do a heel. It'd probably be a lot easier.
They
Dude,
make your company.
as heel, I would 100% have Gunther.
Gunther's so nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like Gunther too.
Dude, alright, so let me see. Babyface.
But I think Finn beats Gunther for the title.
And Dominic causes it.
What?
No, I think Finn loses, but because of Dominic.
Ooh,
Dude, I can't think of a face right now.
because you got evil in your heart.
Um,
LA Knight, come on, give me that top rope jump.
to the suplex.
Yep.
He'd be my champion if I was running Botchamania.
Nah, dude. Bachaloa, that's your guy. What
Dude,
about
there we go.
Fatu?
Bachaloa.
Bachaloa, that's your guy.
I would probably have.
Dang, I forget you're here.
Damn, dude. I'd probably have. I mean, I'm trying to go off of not having one that you picked. I probably would have picked Sammy as well. I'd probably have Seth.
That's a good one. I was gonna say Jay Uso. He'd be another good face too.
Maybe if he had more moves. I'm trying to go off of like
He had more
I'm
moves.
trying to go off of like lucha
Oh yeah,
technical.
I forget. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, Seth could definitely handle that shit. Yeah, that's good.
I like I like him and Swerve's fighting styles. Like the
Hmm.
probably the best right now. It's a good mix of a lot of stuff.
Honestly, if I were to switch one, I'd probably switch Gunther for Roman. But I like Roman too.
Yeah,
Roman's theatrics have gotten pretty damn good.
dude, like the facial
That's what I'm saying.
expressions,
Yeah, that shit's gotten
all that.
pretty
Yeah,
good. I was like, okay. I was like, you could definitely storytell. I like that without having to flat out tell us what you're doing.
dude, somebody I would love definitely would need to have on my roster would be Prime Samoa Joe.
I just say Will Ospreay,
I mean, shit, I would just not
so
give
you
him
could so you
as
can
much
no
as
sell it.
people shit on Ricochet for his promo skills. For a guy that mainly goes up there and is like, "Hey, bruv, I do this for my family, bruv. I'm the best wrestler of all time, bruv." Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Will
Anyways,
Ospreay, like athletically, he's fucking gifted, but
but dude, like,
the no sell of some of the moves kind of hurt.
it's definitely not prime Samoa Joe. But when Samoa Joe told Jeff Hardy, like, pretend this is like an AA meeting, shut your ass up. I was like, oh my fucking god.
He told his ass, dude.
We told AJ Styles, how's our girl Wendy,
Yup.
bro?
Some
Savage.
Samojo's a savage for sure. Rocky
Yeah,
Maivia, early Rock.
but yeah, man. So closing thoughts. What do you
Like I said,
think?
I honestly I love all the wrestling companies. I appreciate that they're all there. I'm not a world wrestling entertainment junkie. I like all wrestling.
Yeah. And you never know who's gonna be the next star. You're in these different companies. Are the stars of right now were once. I mean, Tyler, fucking Seth Rollins was once Tyler
Yeah,
Black. He
Tyler Black.
was,
Yep.
yeah. So just check this stuff out. There's a
It's
lot of good
yeah, it's
talent.
cool when these people come up and then you're like, oh, who's this? And then you go do all your search on her or them, and then you're like, oh, pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and it's like with them being like low companies, like lower budget companies, I should say, they'll have like a 15 to 20 minute great match on YouTube for free.
Yep,
Like,
just for free.
yeah,
And it's like you said, a quality match. So I would say don't disassociate yourself from any other companies, but at the same time, don't try to keep yourself only watching one single company. Appreciate it all. It's a wonderful art to enjoy.
hmm if you don't like something, don't watch it.
Yeah, don't hate watch it either. Don't fucking do that to yourself.
Like these brands, they're like I said, Botchamania, dude. Like, obviously, if you slow the camera down to like slow motion speed and zoom in all the way, like obviously they're not. Well, some parts they're not actually hitting these people. If
Yeah,
they
like
were
you
if they
can't
were
criticize
actually
every little
hitting
thing.
these people, you would see the wrestlers on the show once every 6 months because they
Yeah,
got to heal from their injuries. Like, bro, come on.
like get real with it. Like some stuff, yeah, you could botch some shit. I get what you're saying. Like there's gonna be some
Like,
lack of
obviously,
real.
some shit is real bad,
Yes,
right?
but there's
But
gonna be
like,
some lack of realistic hurt value to some shit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I
But
agree.
like if you're zooming in on like even say like if they're using a weapon and you zoom in and you show that they're not actually using this weapon, dude, they could probably kill this person. Like, chill
Have you
out.
been have you been hit by a chair?
Right? Like,
I get you, dude. I get you.
yeah, yeah.
Don't
And
criticize
then,
it too much. Enjoy it for what it is.
yeah, you'll see that a lot in the comments. Just don't go in the comment sections.
Yeah, just like Joe Rogan said, don't read comments, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
unless you're gonna say something funny, and then just leave.
say something nice and funny. Don't be rude.
Yeah, yeah. These wrestlers probably look at that shit. Don't send them into a down spiral of alcohol.
Nah, they're probably already there. Come on,
Make sure they stay straight edge.
we failed. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, well, right then, guys. That was Total Dead Wrestling.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys listening and watching.
Stay tuned for end of this month. We'll be hosting the Total Dad Wrestling
The first ever awards.
award show.
Yes, sir.
Da, 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 da,
We
da.
gotta wear tuxedos for that. We gotta look like penguins.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
All right, sounds good, guys. Peace out.